We're going to bring you in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Look at Cleveland's starting group. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22 and 19 away from home.
Smith for 3. That drops. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Nobody near Irving. No good from outside.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Ibaka outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Durant wide open. He fires. Cans it from downtown.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Irving kicks to Thompson. The Thunder pull it in.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Oh, he misses the dunk.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
A nice shot by LeBron.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Westbrook. And Irving pulls it down.
How about him there just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
The drive by LeBron. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Shumpert. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Singler passes to Kanter. The feed now to Waiters to stop the run. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Thunder 5.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Durant comes in for Singler. Robert, look at that.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Robertson can't hit.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
For three, Westbrook. They get the rebound. Adams dishes to Westbrook. And another shot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 9. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Here's LeBron. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then, boom, right to the rack.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. It's Durant with the drive. And Waiters kicks to Durant. And he drops him the layup off the glass. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Ibaka comes in for Waiters. Roberson, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Foye.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Both free throws good from James. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted. safety there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Another miss by Irving.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
Here's Durant. That ball is good for another field goal, his sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you can see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
And stolen by Love.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Durant attacking. Good D by Thompson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. For the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. James checked in for Shumpert. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
The drive by LeBron. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. No good from Durant.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Thunder trailing by 11. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Oh, wide open look here for Ibaka. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Stolen by Durant. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. James with it. Westbrook picks him up. It's stolen by Adams. Kicks it out to Love. His three-pointer's off the mark. To the middle. Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter. No good. And we finish. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
The second half just about to get going here.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. The Cavaliers leading by 12. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
LeBron kicks to Irving. The Thunder pull it in.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Out to Ibaka. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that one from another time zone.
You just watch him pull up, always so dangerous.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Kicks it out to Love. Ibaka with some nice D. Thunder trailing by 15. Right side Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. Adams dishes to Roberson. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And Adams kicks to Durant. Out to Ibaka. From deep three-point range. Cleveland leading by 15. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
There's 1:26 left in the third. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Durant, the pass to Westbrook. It's Durant with the drive. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Mozgov with the block. Shumpert gets a wide open look. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeking.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
There's 18 seconds left in the third. To the wing on the left. Ball stolen. He lines it up. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones. And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Well, through three. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Thunder trailing by 14. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Durant, here we go. Oh! And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Smith kicks to Love. From deep. Cleveland the rebound. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And finished off by LeBron.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense.
Whoa! Nasty.
Assist goes to
the rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And that one's good. Westbrook. Irving against Westbrook. Pass to Smith. Lets it go with a three. Cleveland gets it back. Love kicks to Irving. Goes up again. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Irving against Westbrook. Kicks to Love. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Here's Durant. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his third rebound tonight. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Here is Durant. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
The drive by James.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 30 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed. And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka and stolen by Love. Irving attacking, and the basket good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
As Greg was talking about Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Irving dishes to Thompson. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for LeBron James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
They get it again. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, They're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And Westbrook, here we go.
Cavaliers foul called. Shumpert.
That free throw, no good.
That's his second personal foul. 2 shots to the line.
And he sinks the second. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Nobody near Williams. Off target with his 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by Fry. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.